I'll be calling you a radical, though this is a big breaking story, and you're going to see more and more and more of it. I just parked behind the car. Hello, what's Fukushima? So this is big breaking news story. Thank you for sending it to me. You know, this group of grassroots journalists out there. So there's been 3 sea lion attacks in San Francisco Bay by the swimmers swimming in the toxic dead soup. Sea lions, hungry sea lions trying to eat them. 3 in the last few days. Now, hear me out on this. This is a big story. And, you know, I put another video up concerning the nuclear bailout in New Jersey. The San Onofre Dog and Pony Show goes on with Boo Bieber Brown lying on his email. So, hear me out. Stay with me. So, 3, not 2. And the reason we know this, the only time you ever get any good journalism, even in California, anywhere, is these news stations. Local news stations, which the only time they'll do it is when something breaks the second. Because they send these crews out and they scramble and they go mad. They always try to be first on these animal very good stories. These hot button stories. They want to be first. So they scramble out there before the wagons get circled and they create the false narrative. You know, the fairy tale, don't scare the terrorists. So, there's a news camera crew catches a guy that was there. Now, number one, outside the lines, I'll talk about these 3 sea lions eating, you know, trying to kill people and eat them. They're starving to death. They got no salmon. They got no anchovies. They got no sardines. The ocean has collapsed. What's Fukushima? So, hear me out. It's real important. So, these fainting goats are so, I mean, they're so whacked. I mean, it's just pure ignorance, pure ignorance. They're clueless, rhymeless, got no clue, no notion about anything. So, Outside the Lines does a documentary a few years. Why are all the marquee athletes dying? Now, this is real important. You'll get this nowhere because I was in the Bone Marrow Transplant Center with 2 of the marquee triathletes of the world. Nancy Peterson was in there with me, the #1 female, you know, dying of AML leukemia. She died. She was fantastic. She fought it so hard. She was, I mean, what a gem. I never seen anybody fight so hard in my life. Really, literally. Fight for her life. So, like I said, beyond noise pollution here. I mean, car alarms, isn't that perfect? How nice is the Inventadero? That's where that scumbag made his dime. So, they're swimming at San Francisco Harbor. They moved to Moab, and I says, well, you know about the red dust in Moab. It's the cancer capital probably of the world. She says, I didn't know then, Kevin. I know now. The Ironman guy won. He died in there with me. They're swimming in San Francisco. I was there. I freaking videoed them, and I'm like talking to them. You know about Fukushima? You know, they got their kids naked swimming in these Californians. They think they're cosmopolitans. You know, Livermore used to take barrels of waste and just dump right there. But Fukushima's the crowning jewel. It's been well documented by me in the San Francisco area. You know, that's me and John Cherry and Patrick McCormick that get that video of the starving to death leopard seal, of the pot of fucking whales starving. The sea lions coming in. It's been well documented in San Francisco Harbor. The seals and the sea lions by the millions, washing up dead, starved to death, starving. 40% of them are full of leukemia. You heard me. Our famous one here at Holo Zoo in Utah in 2013 got AML leukemia, died in just a few days. It's a jet stream, fools. So, this wouldn't report it if this journalist wouldn't have got this guy. So they caught this guy who's with this so-called swimming aquatic freaking group that swims there. They're out of their mind in the ocean. I mean, it's death sentence to swim in the Pacific Ocean right now. Pure death sentence. It's a toxic soup. And the salmon proved that it's the toxic soup because the salmon are going back and they're even admitting. Oregon and everybody's admitting now that it's a mega collapse. 99% collapse in the sardines and anchovies. And they're saying it's the ocean. It's their pasture, they call it. It's toxic. It's poison. It's poison. These animals are starving to death. So this guy says, well, the report has been well reported. This is the second one in 2 or 3 days of a sea lion attacking a swimmer trying to eat it. And I'm telling you, you're going to see more and more of these all up and down the coast of California, all over from here on out in a big way. So he says, no, actually it's 3. You know, because he's there. And he says, there's been 3 in the last 3 or 4 days. And he says, well, I think it's just a sick sea lion. No, it's a starving to death sea lion, and it's probably not the same sea lion. I highly doubt it's the same sea lion. It's multiples. They're starving to death. You know, let the tourists. Now get this, in La Jolla, you saw those videos of me where they're letting the people walk right up, not in the children's pool on the other side on the point. They're letting them walk right up to the seals. The Endangered Species, the Breeding Protection Act says they have to be at least 150 feet back from November 15th to March 15th. And the California says, oh no, we're going to give them a variance to December 15th. But they just let them do it all year. You know, not tourists, terrorists, you know, it's just like, you know, the war. You know, we go after 19 hijackers and the Saudis and, you know, Obama and Trump's freaking buddy, the Saudi royal family who did it. We spend how many trillions of dollars? We slaughter how many people? We kill how many of our own people? We spray phosphorus on it to go after 19 terrorists? I mean, you fuckers are all drunk. You've all bought in. This military fucking mercenary fucking pay the price there. Who knew America was such fucking ignorant fucking fools? Cowards. Meanwhile, we're worried about fucking North Carolina, nuclear bomb, when the one at Fukushima is going off every day, all fucking day. The sea's dead, the Great Pacific Genocide. Kevin Blatt's the greatest PhD in human history, right down to my own leukemia. I walked the entire coast from Mexico to San Francisco, documenting all this. Dead tide bulls. They're playing volleyballs on dead fucking birds by the dozens of people. Hey, what about, you can't even see them, you're that blind. This guy says it's a sick silent. You're fucking right, it's sick. It's starving to death. You're going to see more and more of this. This ocean is in epic, epic collapse. Epic collapse. And this country is so fainting go, hypnotized, ignorant. I mean, ignorance no excuse. I mean, when I'm in California, you should watch the news down there. And oh my God, it'll make you barf. It's as bad as here. I mean, it's feel-good fairy tale fucking bullshit stories about fucking pets. They actually think pets are people now. They're arguing here in Utah and California to have a pet's bill of rights. Okay, all right. Meanwhile, back at the fucking ranch, San Onofre fucking blew all over you. Fucking Fukushima is pouring into the Pacific Ocean all day, poison that fucking oceans in 90% of all fucking inhabitants of the Pacific Ocean have died. If you don't believe me, look at my tide pool videos. 100% of the starfish are gone. 100% of the California purple orchids are gone. 99% of the fucking anchovies and sardines. The salmon have collapsed. The steelhead are down 95%. The freaking salmon are down 80%. You know, I won't stop there. The whales are collapsing. The seals, I mean, God only knows how far the seals and the sea lions have collapsed, but because we don't count them, you know, it's independence. I mean, I was at San Simeon, that young man in 2015 said they rounded up 1,500 of them. You know, Joe, who does all the photography, they re-tagged 1,500, put them all out there. And Noah don't let them put one orange tag on. They wanted to put two so they could spot him. He says they looked and looked and looked and found only one survivor of all those 1,500. They named him Blanche, by the way. They named him Kevin Blanche. I wonder how the little guy's doing. You know, so what a war. But, you know, it's like I'm at the airport ready to come back and everybody's cancer stronger than the other one's cancer. Really? I mean, I survived the cancer, AML de novo. I mean, it's a death sentence. AML, when they use the word acute, you know, chronic cancer is bad too. Don't get me wrong. It's all horrible, but I'm trying to get my ticket to get on the plane. Oh, my mom, 14 years, and says, you know, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear your fucking bullshit fairy tale stories. You know, what about you? What about when you get it? What, do you think you're above it? Because it's me. Charlie and me. Fucking friendship slaves on the beach. You're fucking so, this generation is so selfish. You're really swimming in San Francisco Harbor. They dump nuclear waste in. They dump fucking raw sewer in there. That's before Fukushima happened. And you're honestly suing. Look it up. Look out outside the lines documentary. Why are all the marquee triathletes dying young? It's where they train. They train in Moab, Utah. When I was in the bone marrow transplant at LDS, this is a fact, Jack. The Wasatch of Utah makes up 95% of the populace here in northern Utah. 5% live in southern Utah. The bone marrow transplant on any given day is 60 to 70% southern Utah residents. For real. I mean, when I was in San Diego, I went to Old Town, there was a Mormon missionary in there. I was talking to him, an old guy, and he just had cancer on his face. And I says, where'd you grow up in Utah? And he says, Delta. And I says, oh, so you know all about that? Oh yeah, I know all about it. And now you have cancer. He says, everybody there has cancer. Huh, that's the way the whole world is now. We're all downwinders now. So 3 in a few days. They're starving to death. They don't think they'll eat people. Look at that one that pulled that little. You're going to see more and more and more of it. But shh, don't say nothing. I've been told right to my face on the San Onofre cover-up by heavy hitters, Kamala Harris, Barbara Boxer's office, point blank right to me. Kevin, we've been told to stand down to protect the economy. Tourism economy, no, terrorist economy. You swim in that Pacific Ocean, you're out of your fucking mind, especially up in north where it's being hammered. Because that's where the fucking, it's, you know, Oregon, fucking San Francisco Bay, they're being hit the fucking hardest every fucking day. You know, much safer. I mean, Hawaii's bad, yeah, but not like the fucking this is. It's called the fucking Japanese current in the California. It just hammers right there. Everything's dead. You're in denial. I mean, I never said it was extinction, but it might be. I call it genocide. You know, they, man, woman, and child, they slaughtered 100 million natives. There's still a few, I mean, but look at the redwoods they cut down, the sequoias. I mean, they had bounties on little boys and girls till 1950 in California. Kill them, scalp them, cut their hairs off. Why would not these California selfish fuckers, you know, all across this land, manifest destiny? Why would they not stop at the sea? They don't care. They don't care. Fucking eat up. Starving to death sea lions. 3 in a couple days have attacked. And keep swimming, fools. Keep going, you stupid, ignorant fucks. You know, go in denial. Denial is not a river. It's a dead, dying Pacific Ocean, and it's a bone marrow transplant center for you soon. And the survival rate of a bone marrow transplant in this country overall is less than 15%. Stand tuned.